Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today I'm going to be making my favorite muffin recipe out of the Cooking with Class 1982 edition from Charlotte Latin Parents Council. On page 318 I have Judith Kennedy's blueberry muffins. They're easy, they're delicious, and we used to work together at the Buttercup, so I love making her recipe because it is the best. So you see I've got my KitchenAid mixer ready to go. I've got all my wet ingredients ready to go. So I'm just gonna get started. You're gonna start, like I said earlier in the previous video, you wanna get your eggs to room temperature. And if they're cold, just put them in a bowl like this so that you make sure you don't get shells into the mixer, and that way they'll get to room temperature a little bit quicker. In a mixing bowl, you wanna start the mixer. You wanna drop your eggs in. You want to drop in your half a stick of melted butter. Sorry, that's half a cup, which is one stick. You've got 1 cup of sugar, and you're going to cream all these ingredients together. Just let the mixer do all the work. In addition to that, you're going to add a cup of sour cream. I like to use Daisy sour cream because that's the name of my dog. And it's a really good quality creamy sour cream. So put all that together. Get your spatula in there and get all the extras. While you're doing this, go ahead and start your oven at 375 on bake to get it ready to put the muffins in. While this is creaming together, I'm going to put my 2 cups of all-purpose flour into a sifter, which is just a handy-dandy strainer, excuse me. You want to get that really down in there. Sifting the ingredients, I think, works well to get the lumps out, but also makes everything blend so much better. So you just put it through the strainer. When you get the little balls on top, just push them through. You're going to do that with the other cup of your flour. So total in this, you have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. It's just a little bit time-consuming, but again, baking is, and you have to kind of be precise, because if you don't follow the recipe and you don't do what it's asking you to do, you'll find that the little things that matter, like the cake being a sad cake with clumps in it of eggs, or pieces of the flour being lumpy, it just makes it all your effort all for naught because you didn't do the proper steps. So this is salt, baking soda, and baking powder. I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And again, when it gets balled up on top of the strainer, you just push it through, grind it up a little bit, and you're good to go. This is kosher salt, so I have to do a little bit more, but you could use the regular salt if you wanted to. So all these things are done and out of the way. And if you come over here and take a look, then it's very creamy and delicious. It's mixed up perfectly. I always go to the bottom and get what's off the bottom done. So if you want to look and see, it already tastes so good. That's being creamed. I've got it low and slow on the first setting of the KitchenAid mixer. Now I'm going to add in my sifted flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Just do a little bit at a time. And maybe go up to 2. Get your spatula handy. Start taking that flour in a little bit more at a time. You can see it's going to take a little bit of time to get the wet and the dry ingredients mixed together. Going to stop it for just a second and get the sides off the edge of the mixing bowl. so it can mix properly. The next thing I'm going to do is make sure this is blended well. And then I'm going to add the blueberries. Now, you always fold blueberries into the muffin mixture, because if you do it any other way, it'll break the blueberries up. So, I think we're about ready. I'm going to go up a little bit higher and scrape. I'm going to do it one more time. Make sure the bottom's done. There's a little bit of flour that always gets stuck at the very, very bottom of the mixer. Did you just eat one of my blueberries? All right, so that's done. All right, now I'm gonna get the excess off. And the last step that we're gonna do, this just looks so good and perfectly mixed, is we're gonna fold the blueberries in. These are fresh blueberries. There are sweet and tart blueberries mixed in with this. There's a little bit of, there is a little bit of everything in this. So these are not super ripe. They're brand new from the grocery store, but they are in great shape. They're nice and plump. But if you could go to the farmer's market and get blueberries, they'd be even better. So this is what your mixture looks like. And now I'm gonna take the batter and spoon it halfway into the muffin pan. And I will show you a picture of the muffins when I'm done. And I hope you enjoy.